I'm single because I choose to be single right now. So I don't need a man right now. So you saying, oh, you're single because you can't get a man?
Yeah, let me ask you a question.
You can't retain one? Is just ridiculous.
The reason why you're saying that you don't need a man right now is because of your inability to attract and retain a man of value right now. Because if you were attracting and retaining any dude,
I'm focusing on my career and bettering myself.
So are you celibate?
That doesn't matter.
Okay, cool, you're not celibate. So that means that you got some random that has no potential that's smashing. You granted him your key, because women hold the key to sex, you granted him your key of sex, right? Okay, cool. He didn't grant you his key of a relationship, but even if he did, you probably wouldn't accept it because he's a low-tier dude. That's my point, because if he was a high-tier dude, you would be the one begging for a relationship. Say if I'm an incel, I don't have the ability to have, I'm involuntary celibate, right? That means that girls don't want to have sex with me. I want to have sex with them, but they don't want to have sex with me. And I'm just saying like, oh yeah, well, I'm not having sex because it's by choice. No, it isn't by choice. It's a man's natural proclivity to have sex. It's a woman's natural proclivity to want a quality man. So what I'm saying is that you're not getting your natural proclivity and you're trying to cope with it and say, oh yeah, I don't want it. It's a coping mechanism.
Gotcha. Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. Now, I do have to differ from him on one statement that he made. There are men out there, like myself, who are not having sex by choice. I've been to the Philippines many times, and you can get it just about anywhere you go. But as an older gentleman, although I have the energy and the drive of a 30-year-old, if you know what I mean, I have not touched any of the women during my visits because I want more than just sex from a Filipina. I want the relationship, companionship, and the emotional connection that comes with it. If I can't get all of those things from the same woman, then I'll just wait for the right Filipina to come along. Some of us men have our lust under control.
You know, I like shopping, I like going on trips and stuff like that. If you ain't trying to do that, then...
Why don't you take yourself on a trip? You know what I'm saying? Why the f you begging to do something?
I mean, I could, but like, if I fuck with you, I want you to do it.
Nah, but I'm not doing that, though.
I don't want to spend my money.
Why?
Because that's
why the f would I spend my money? I don't f***ing know you. I don't gotta do shit. That's like me saying drop that neck then. I want you to drop that neck right now then.
Nah, you see, I don't...
Oh, see, you don't do that. Well, guess what? I don't trick then. So I guess we both...
I mean, it's not really tricking.
No, it is tricking, because you ain't my girl.
You got it, tricking.
So you hear what she just said? She said it ain't tricking if you got it. So they got that from the lyrics of a song by Moulage. These women think just because a man has it, he's supposed to spend it on her. But we can't always just blame it on the women, because guys making these songs are putting it in their head that a man is supposed to spend his money on her if he has it. Now, if you just happen to be one of these guys out there that are doing it, please stop it. You're only helping create these entitled monsters.
Oh, you got a mouth, right? You got a tongue, right? All right then, so we'll get the sucking then. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling though. You want me to get the tricking? I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just telling you what it is though. You telling me what it is, I'm telling you what it is back. You was being disrespectful. Coming at me telling me I gotta do all this shit. I
don't feel like it's disrespectful. I'm a female.
It don't matter. Just cause you a female don't mean that I gotta do that. I don't know you like I keep telling you. Do you know me? You met me today, right?
Okay, but
yes or no? Yes or no? Did you meet me today? Yes or no? So why the f do you feel like it's appropriate to ask me to take you shopping and do shit like that? It's not happening.
Gotcha.
Men do not take accountability, ever. Ever. Anytime a girl says anything to a guy like, hey, I think men should do something different, they're like, oh, you just date the wrong men. Is this a global problem? Yeah. Like, if women are all having a collective experience and saying the same things about men who also don't go to therapy.
So all these women are having the same experience and saying the same thing about men. Question. How many times have you heard a bunch of women admitting that they were the problem in their relationship for the reason that it ended? I'll wait. The collective experience I'm hearing is, it's always the man's fault.
It's always men that anytime I say an issue that women have, they always turn it back on themselves. Yeah.
What is the thing we need to take accountability for that we're not taking accountability for?
I think men have a tendency to, I think men, and Raulh,
for example?
Hold on.
Men are pathetic and have low self-esteem, and as a female, if you ask them out or give them a compliment, like, you're making wonders for them.
Well, yeah, that's true, because most men never have the experience of a woman asking them out, so they'll probably remember that for the rest of his life, whereas most women get asked out so frequently they don't even remember it later that day.
It makes them feel special, and everyone wants to feel special. It's like, that's also why females like when men approach and they don't necessarily want to approach men, is because, like, it feels good. And also asking someone out is, like, extremely terrifying for a lot of people, especially men.
What you're saying is that women are privileged.
No, I would say...
Of course they are.
Okay, well, yes, but you guys are all just, like, really misogynistic.
How do you define misogyny?
I don't know, I don't like this.
What? How do you... I'm just asking how you define misogyny.
Using a word she doesn't know the definition of. This look right here that she has is, I want my mommy. The definition of misogyny: the hatred of, contempt for, or prejudice against women.
Can I go?
Are you okay? Like, do you want... You want to go as in leave?
Can I please go?
If you... Yeah, no, look, if you want to leave, you can leave. I was hoping we could continue having a conversation, but, okay. I mean...
A woman's value that she adds to a man is something that you cannot even put a price on, baby. It is something that you cannot even look at the amount, because guess what? What we're doing is we're elevating you and we're growing you in a way that you could not even imagine. Why do you think that all the politicians are married? I built every single man up that I've ever been with, baby.
All right.
When they leave me, they're in a much better position than when they got with me, and that's a fact.
The very last man you was with, how long was that relationship?
3.5 years.
When you met him, was he a millionaire?
No.
When you left him, was he a millionaire?
No.
You ain't made nobody nothing. A lot of these women talk about what they could do for a man and how good they are. Y'all ain't made nobody nothing. A lot of y'all have an overinflated ego. You're not bringing nothing to the table but problems, attitude, and taint, tarnished, and zesty coochie.
I don't know.
Check your attitude. No, check your attitude.
I love it when you take charge, Daddy.
Because y'all are not all that.
Gotcha.
Quick backstory on this one. Young woman gets married. Her mother tells her to make an escape account. That's an account that's in her name only in case things don't work out. She has a stash of money to live off of. Her husband is trusting her with the finances, and she's slowly transferring money from the joint account into her escape account. $47,000 in total without him knowing it. Is she stealing from her husband is the topic.
You have to understand that if you're not looking at your finances, anything could be going on with.
So basically, don't marry a thieving woman.
She's
a thief, bro. He's married to the woman and she's pulling money out.
It was a joint account.
No, he married a woman and said, I trust you with the finances. Don't worry about I'ma work. I'ma trust you with the finances. So if I put my trust in you to make sure that you keep the finances and you pulling money out on the low for years, you're stealing.
It's not stealing.
It's stealing.
I don't know. Well, that's the wrong word.
Because I trust you not to do it. I trust you to maintain the finances and put them where they belong. Not for you to duck them off in an escape account.
So the women are saying it's not stealing. So if this situation was in reverse, and the man was taking money from their joint account without the wife knowing it and putting it into his escape account, would they be saying the same thing they're saying right now? Of course they wouldn't.
It's not stealing.
Well, yeah, just to be like accurate, she is.
What he brings in.
Okay, but
okay, at least one woman agrees that she's stealing from her husband. If she was telling him that she was doing it and he was cool with it, then it wouldn't be stealing.
If you're my wife, or even if you're not my wife, whoever you are, and I say, hey, you run the cashier to my storefront, right? You're the cashier. All the transactions are gonna come to you, but you're pulling money out the register. You're stealing from the business.
Okay, if you're trying to say that he stole the money from his job, that's
the money came from his business. He had a business. Once he had the business, she ran the finances, okay? That means she's taking money from him and or the business.
Gotcha. I understand the frustration of women because what they're saying is there's not a big pool of good men.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
That is a lie.
That's not a lie.
Listen.
What?
There's not a lot of good men who want y'all. There's a lot of good men out there where the good man at? Like they hiding under a rock or in a cave. They everywhere. They at the gas station. They at Costco. They at the bank. They walking right past you and you don't show up on their radar because of the way you are. They're gonna walk right by you. Your pretty face ain't gonna go too far because everybody's pretty. That's a prerequisite. So if that's all you got to offer, we're not looking at you. There's plenty of good men. They just don't want your ass. I ain't never heard no woman say, I know I ain't shit. She'll say, this man ain't shit. He ain't shit. He was bad. He was bad. But for the most part, every woman think they're a good woman.
For being there.
What makes you a good woman? Who's auditing that you're a good woman? You are auditing yourself? Why don't you ask your exes what they think? Because all your relationships diminished and ended in turmoil.
Gotcha.
Boy, oh boy, would I love it if when every woman is telling her side of the story about how she was so great to a man in her past relationships that we could have the ex pop up on the phone or enter the room and tell us his side of what happened. Too many of these women are getting on their podcasts and on their social media pages claiming that the men are so terrible and that they are a great catch. Now, if this is so true, then why haven't I run into any of these women? I'm running into the ones who say that men are terrible, and in a short period of time, I realize that these women themselves are not what they proclaim themselves to be. They are rude, loud, overbearing, overly opinionated, disrespectful, and a lot of them can be downright tacky, which in most instances is the reason why they're still single. The main purpose of this video was to show you that there are men out there who will call women out on their claim to be right, and when put under pressure, they fold. This is proof you cannot believe that most of these women are not the problem in their failed relationships. True growth in a person is when they can take accountability when they have made a mistake. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these two videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.